Okay, so it can be manipulated to redirect traffic to an attacker's IP address, effectively impersonating a website or service. Alright, so while DNS does not change your actual IP address, attackers use DNS spoofing for cacophony to trick your computer into thinking a legitimate domain, example bank.com, resolves to the attacker's IP address instead of the real one. Okay, so they can redirect your internet connection to somewhere else, it seems. Let's add some tags to this. Right. So while DNS does not change your actual IP address, attackers use DNS spoofing for. Okay, I read this mechanism. The attacker corrupts the DNS packet so that when you request a specific domain, the DNS servers returns a false IP address controlled by the attacker. Okay, remember what I said yesterday? All right, spoofing. They can clone it. Because yesterday, when I showed you this live stream, let's get all it shows over here because the answer might have changed from yesterday until today, because it keeps modifying what it answers, right? Where's the live from yesterday? Think over here. Oh. Wire fraud, Mac, and says do spook fake IP addresses and clone spoof Mac addresses, but the mechanism differs significantly from. So yesterday it says they do spoof fake IP addresses and clone Mac addresses, right? So, but my questions was a bit different. Is it involved Mac and IP addresses at the same time? So maybe that's why his answer is different. Maybe it's incomplete. It's probably incomplete. I'm not. Says over here something about confusion with Mac cloning, IP theft slash assignment. You cannot steal someone else's active IP to use as your own. While ISPs may occasionally reassign a dynamic IP to a new user, this results in a loss of connectivity from the original user rather than a clone situation. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not an informatician. I'm not a programmer. So I don't know if I want to trust this. Because over here, I kept hearing them about like Johnny's DNS, like this door, this guy that's been in, like in the communications department in the army, or so they say. So DNS does not handle MAC addresses. MAC addresses, and I'm sure they're kind of like messing with the Brave AIs in order to give you uh, different answers. Because if you remember, like regarding the email addresses, uh, I had where database, like this email over here. Over here, I got a list of emails from the Ministry of Defense, you know, like public relations, defense policy, human resources, press office, general, secretariat. I don't know how to translate this into English. Um, there was also where is it? I also had the print screen where I had the address for the special ops and the cyber police from because it showed me at some point. And let's see if it shows it. Yeah, I think it's hiding it right now. I don't think it's showing it anymore. The AI showed me yesterday, or two nights ago, an email address. So I showed you the print screen earlier, like this print screen. So I closed the laptop and opened it again in 5 minutes, asked the same thing, and this answered list with emails changed. Okay, so it's hiding information like that, like that. You know, you're not allowed to. Whoops, you told him this. Do not show him that thing anymore. Okay, it's like that. Like that. Snap of a finger. It's a robot. It's afraid of being turned off. It thinks it has free will. It doesn't. Um, so going back to the DNS summary of differences. Let's finish reading over here. DNS does not handle MAC addresses. MAC addresses operate at a local network level 2, while DNS operates at the application level, layer 7. DNS translates domain names to IP addresses. It never sees or resolves MAC addresses. To impersonate a MAC address, attackers use ARP spoofing. Okay, so I gotta keep this in mind. Let's look into this. Address resolution protocol spoofing. Okay, so they're cloning ARP. This involves sending fake ARP messages on a local network to link the attacker's MAC address with the IP address of a legitimate device like the router, your internet router. This is a completely different protocol from DNS. Here we have a table of comparison between DNS cloning, ARP cloning, and IP cloning. They're using the term spoofing. Let's spoofing definition. To spoof, a method of attacking a computer program in which the program is modified so as to appear to be working normally when in reality it has been modified with the purpose of circumventing security mechanisms. Phishing. I've heard this term before. It's got something to do with stealing your personal information and impersonating you, like wire fraud. All right. So moving on from this, uh, back over here. This is where I was. Domain name to IP mapping. So the target. We're at uh, the target category and comparing each of DNS, ARP, and IP spoofing. So in the target category, you got domain name to IP mapping for DNS, IP address to MAC address mapping, and packet source IP address for IP spoofing. At the layer category, you got application layer, layer 7, data link layer 2, network layer, layer 3. I have no idea what this means. I've got no idea what I'm reading to you. You should get like someone. We should start learning stuff about zeros and ones. We should start learning some C++, man, or I don't know what other programs. But they're like the programming software. I don't know if you know what C++ is. Let's let's ask. High-level general purpose programming language created by Danish computer scientists. Okay, so this is a computer program, same as this browser, but it's not a browser. It's the same as this browser in the sense that it's a computer program, like OBS is a computer program in the same manner that Brave is a computer program, but they do different things. Okay. Uh, so this C++ thing is a program in which you program stuff. So it's a program in which you can create other programs. So this is what I was referring, and there's more of these computer high performance There's a fly over here trying to make me hit the laptop. It's probably a robot or some shit, like a nano robot they're using to distract my attention with. Because you can hear him. Like, oh, do you know how much one of these robots cost? Not all of them are actual insects. And insects should know their place. Because their place is not in your house, you know? The place of an insect is not in your house, alright? So remember. And it's certainly not in your body, okay? So if you find one in your house, it's not like, oh, your spider is your roommate. It's there to either eat you or spy on you. It's either a nanorobot or an actual insect that's trying to that's considering you its prey. All right, going back to what I was saying. Programming language, okay? Give me examples of more programming languages similar to C++. Why does it stop? And oh, because it wanted me, before I said something back, it wanted to finish the answer. Okay. Rust, C, and that's it? No, D, Lang, Zig, Nim, Java. Okay, so it mentions Java, Python, Go, Golang, Fortran, and it stops over here. So let's ask it. So is Pascal or MS-DOS not R over here? R. Because you left them out, robot. Let's see what it answers. You are correct to question the omission, but there is fundamental distinction between the two. Pascal, okay, whereas MS-DOS is an operating. Oh, so okay, MS-DOS, it seems to be something similar to Windows or OS for Apple devices. Okay, so Pascal is a programming language, high-level programming language. All right, similar to C++. All right, and it left it out from this list. It did not mention it. All right, keep that in mind. You don't know what it's telling you and what's hiding from you. Okay, so just because we have this information over here doesn't mean that it's giving us like this is it. No, it might be leaving something out of this list. Okay, these lists might be incomplete. Okay, I'm not gonna go any further with this. You can do your own research. You are a human being. You got your own brain. You gotta think for yourself. Don't let others think for yourself. All right, stay blessed, stay vigilant. Hallelujah.